Hi, I'm Kay. Loving acts of kindness is our way of life, and with this way of life comes a respect for a coexistence with nature. We're very much within the environmental aspect of well-being, that soul connection from a spiritual point of view. A coexistence with nature is really about slowing down and feeling gratitude for everything that we have around us. It's about making environmentally sustainable choices and really remembering that water is such a precious resource. So be respectful and use her wisely. Our 4 suggestions for a respect for a coexistence with nature is slow down, be with nature, be mindful of all resources, and appreciate our water. We're really coming into a meditation aspect of life. So with that comes that first suggestion of slowing down. We live in such an incredibly fast-paced world with so much advanced technology, which is incredible. It really does make for such an easy and connected way of being with others all around the globe. So with slowing down, it's about taking a moment whenever and wherever possible to just be within your own being and enjoy doing nothing except breathing, of course, which is just such an important part of life, obviously. Without that breath of life, we are not able to exist. So take a moment from time to time to just come into your centre and be in those moments and really enjoy those moments for what they are. Nature does not hurry, and yet everything in nature is accomplished. And you see it here with me right now. Everything is interconnected and intermingled, and a tree dies, but it never really dies because the next thing life comes from it again. So we can really take a lesson from nature and slow down. So this comes to our next suggestion of being with her, be with nature, enjoy that naturally slower paced way of being and find that balance. It's just without that balance, we're not necessarily within our centre. We're not necessarily living a life where we're thriving. We're instead living a life where we're just surviving. So, I mean, it's your choice. Do you want to survive or do you want to thrive in life? And I know for me that nature certainly helps me thrive within my life. I'm able to just come here, be with her, and breathe deep and feel that clean air and that oxygen that those trees have for us, and really become aware of my breath. Not only my breath, my other senses as well. Really feel her and all that she has to offer. Notice your surroundings and show gratitude for those surroundings. Choose to feel gratitude. It really is a choice. Life can be, as we said earlier, it can be so fast-paced that we actually forget to just slow down and appreciate what is around us right here, right now. So acknowledge that we really do need our natural world, to just live our lives. And so when we start acknowledging this, then we can actually become more aware and appreciate it. At the end of the day, humans are just another species of life. And, we could die out, and yet nature, earth, air, water would all remain. So please be kind to her. And this brings us to our next suggestion. Be mindful of all resources that you're using. become more aware of your energy consumption, and wherever possible, choose a renewable source. Become more mindful of how much waste you create. You know, at the end of the day, where do you think that waste goes? It goes into a landfill. And I know that here in New Zealand, landfills are being washed up. And where does the waste go? Out to sea. And then what happens to that waste? Well, we're really putting all of those beautiful sea creatures at risk. So be mindful of how much waste you're really creating. Do you need to create that waste? How much of what you buy do you actually either consume, you know, edibly, or how much of what you buy is actually good quality stuff? Remember, we do live in such a consumeristic world. So it comes up to us as individuals to make choices where we choose quality over quantity. And until we actually do that, that's when things will change. That's when the world will change. It takes each individual choice. So don't ever think that you're just one person, it's not going to make a difference. It does. It truly, truly does. For our generations to come, we need to make changes now, because otherwise they won't have an earth that they can enjoy. So make those changes, become more conscious, and just really, this brings us to our next suggestion of appreciating our water, because of all of our resources, water really is the most precious. So use it wisely. You know, so many of us live in areas where we're actually not even aware of how much of our water just goes straight down a drain, out the storm pipes and straight out to sea. We're missing that component where the water actually goes back to earth. And so everything's just at such a fast-paced rate that it's too much, hence climate change. Too much water is going out to sea, and it's going out to sea too quickly. It's unsustainable. So we have to make the choice now. We have to make the choice now to be more mindful of how much water we are actually consuming. Water it really is just so incredible. You know, water brings flow into our beings. I know for me, you know, as soon as I have a glass of water, I can just feel myself just being rejuvenated and replenished just within that one moment. So if you would like to have a life where you just flow, where it's just feels easy, and, you know, drink more water. And because our minds and our bodies, we really do need water to survive. And so on that note, you know, you come back to the other suggestion of, as soon as you consume anything other than water, you know, sugary drinks, whatever else it may be, more energy goes into producing those products than water. So be mindful of that. And I know, you know, for me and my family, I'm very conscious of how much water my children drink, and it makes such a difference in their behaviour. Really, really does. It just brings this greater sense of clarity within life. So as you consume more water, this may be something that you begin to notice more within yours too. So, you know, water soothes us. It's natural. You know, we have that connection right from when we first begin our lives, when we first are in that sac, in the womb, and that fluid surrounds us and we can hear those sounds around us. So that water comes into that sound healing of life. You know, use water wisely. Go for a walk next to the river, go for a walk along the beach, have a bath or a shower, and just enjoy that flow. But of course, be mindful and make your choices wisely. If our mother, if she is so dry, then really is having a bath the best decision. to be making. It's decisions like that you can start making within your own way of life that can make a huge difference. So, you know, be with nature, breathe in that clean air, it just makes you breathe that much easier, and enjoy that slower pace and that balance. And respect her. You know, every time you make a decision, ask yourself the question, you know, am I making an environmentally sustainable choice? This is all about that coexistence with nature and that respect for that. So, you know, it really is, life really is about choices. And we choose to feel love in every moment, and we know that nature is love. So be with her and enjoy her. And just know that as you choose to embrace a loving acts of kindness way of life, all of this could just so easily flow naturally within your being. So we trust you'll join us when or if you're ready. And until then, see you next time.